In our everyday world, all matter is made up of atoms. An atom is simply just the smallest unit of a particular element. These elements can be metal or non-metal, and they're currently displayed on our beloved periodic table. When you combine these different elements, you can create different things, such as air, water, a chair, or even a person. Atoms are really the building blocks of life. In today's day and age, computers are becoming more and more popular. Many more people choose to store their information digitally, either on a flash drive, on the internet, or even using cloud hosting services. Your computer itself, physically, was made up using atoms. However, what about the information that is stored on your computer, such as your Facebook profile or that cute picture of your dog? Like atoms are in the physical world, a bit is considered to be the smallest unit of measure in the digital world. However, unlike atoms that can be represented using a wide range of elements, a bit can only be represented using a 1 or a 0. Note that I said represented. A computer doesn't actually understand a bit as being the number 1 or the number 0. Instead, a computer recognizes its wires being inactive or active. However, humans don't understand wire language, so instead we've developed the system of using a 1 to represent that a wire is active and a 0 to represent that it is inactive. However, you'll find that computer scientists rarely represent their information as being in bits. Instead, we tend to use bytes. A byte is simply 8 bits. But why bytes? Let's look at an example. Let's go back to that cute picture of your dog that we mentioned earlier. Suppose that this was 500 bytes. Converting this to bits, this would be 4,000 bits. While it seems okay for such a small picture, imagine if you were dealing with a movie or some other really large file. Then you would have to deal with a lot of bits, and it just gets a little cumbersome. Therefore, we use bytes. It would be similar to you going to a pharmacy and handing a prescription that said you needed to take 3 million atoms of a particular drug. That means nothing. Therefore, we use milliliters and milligrams. It's a similar thing with bytes. However, bytes can at times get a little cumbersome to work with. In this case, we add some prefixes on. Some common prefixes, which you've probably heard before, include gigabytes, megabytes, and terabytes. In short, bits are extremely important to understand in computer science. It gives an indicative of how large your data is, and data is really what we're looking at in computer science.